In this session, we are going to cover entering time by quick add and how to autofill your time from a prior week. Once you're logged into Workday, you can click on the time bubble to enter your time. From here, you'll want to select either this week or last week, depending on the period of time you would like to enter. For this example, we're going to start by entering 8.5-hour days with a 1-hour lunch break for the prior week. We will go ahead and select the last week option. You will notice that the current time you've logged will be located in parentheses. We currently have 0 hours logged for either week. Upon selecting last week, we are presented with the calendar screen. From here, we can navigate between our work weeks by clicking the forward and back buttons. Now that we are back on our previous week, we can choose one of many different ways to enter our time. For our first example, we will choose the process known as Quick Add. The Quick Add option can be found by selecting the drop-down menu next to the green Enter Time button. The first step in Quick Add will ask us what time type we would like to enter. We can leave the option at its default time worked and select Next. We are then taken to the second step in the Quick Add entry, where we can begin to enter our specific time. We will start entering 7:30 a.m. for our in time, and will notate our lunch by entering our out time as 12 p.m. Take note that after entering our out time, the out reason will pre-populate as out. This is the default that should be used for all time entries. We will then need to click the Add button in order to create a second time entry on the same day. For the second entry, we can enter our lunch in time as 1 p.m. and our final clock out time as 5 p.m. Once again, the default out reason will remain as out. Since we want to duplicate this time entry for every weekday, we will want to check all the corresponding checkboxes Monday through Friday. We can then select the OK button to continue. From here, we will notice that our time has been added to the calendar for the week. If that is all the time that we are entering, we can select the button Submit This Week. After having selected Submit Our Time, we are given the option to provide additional comments. However, if we are content with the way that our time looks, we can select the green Submit button in order to send the time to our time initiator for approval. Another quick way that we can enter our time is to copy our entries over from a prior week. In order to do this, we can once again select the drop-down located next to the Enter Time button. We will then select Autofill from Prior Week. Here, we are presented with the option to copy over time from a previous week to our current week. Upon selecting a week from the drop-down, the information will populate, giving the details of the prior week. From here, we can select OK in order to add our time to the calendar. After having selected OK, you can see that the time that we transferred from the prior week has been added to our calendar. If needed, you can make any necessary changes to the time that was added. However, if no changes are needed, you can go ahead and select the Submit This Week button in order to send your time over to the time initiator for approval.